What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another brand new video, another brand new week of training, and today is officially kind of day one of the Hyrox program, because last week was just a test week and it's pretty much what I guessed it would be. It's kind of I say generic Hyrox program, but with different levels for each day. So obviously I'm on the intermediate level, which is still going to be challenging for me anyway. And speaking of challenges, it's not really much of a segue, but during my shift today in work, I was listening to a podcast by Nick Bear with Lucy Davis, and they were talking about courage and like having the courage to go for things and like put things out in the open and actually pursuing them and going for them, having the courage to say it and then go for it, which I try and do. I've kind of held back on some things because obviously I don't want to say I'm going to do something, not get there, because then I'll just feel like a failure. I almost feel like not saying it, I haven't let myself down, if that makes sense. But for example, like I said, one of the sub 75 Hyrox time in Nice got 116, which is rather frustrating, but that was very circumstantial, being ill and whatnot. But the goals I have for at least this program and future Hyrox events, I want to hit a sub 70, at least a sub 70 at the Euros, maybe work towards that sub 65, and I would love to qualify for a Hyrox World Championships solo, whether that be open or pro. I don't even know if you can qualify open, maybe it's just pro, I don't know. And then at the sort of very end, I'd absolutely love to reach the elite 15. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but I feel like I'm in a good place right now with everything and training that I could actually possibly get there. Like, I know mentally I can focus on training and whatnot, but it's going to take a lot of work to get there. Speaking of which, let's get to the gym and get into the first stage of the week, which is going to be conditioning. I did think about doing squats first, but I'm telling myself just disregard the strength work and just follow the program as it is written, which is what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to put all my faith that I'm getting a better Hyrox following this program. So that was a very good start to the week. I'm actually very glad that I didn't back squat beforehand, because that would have ruined my legs even more. And I think I tried to start out too quick on the runner, well, definitely did. I need to learn to sort of stay calm when my heart rate is very high, because it was probably very close to maxed out, I'd say, and it felt like it was, but felt very strong. And then it was also nice getting that extra bit of pump upper body strength work in, just to round off the session, which was very good. I was hoping to get a few deliveries today, but they've all been rescheduled for tomorrow, so only thing to do now is take Mr. Odin for a walk and then get ready to do it all again tomorrow. Although tomorrow's going to be some interval running, which I'm very much looking forward to. You want to go for a walk? Yeah? Or just stay here and snooze? Come on, let's go for a walk. That was a very good session, and I'm very glad it wasn't 8 intervals and it was just the 5. Before I set off, I had to double check the description, and when you go to the log bit, there are only 5 parts to the log, so it was a 5x5. I also checked the leaderboard as well, and everyone else was just doing 5 intervals, so stuck with that. Although part of me was tempted to do the 8, I'm glad I just stuck to the programme and did that. Running was surprisingly strong. Put the intervals on screen. I think it was an average of, I don't know, I'd say around 4:25 for the intervals, which before I was thinking around 4:30, 4:40, so pleased with those, although the RP was probably a bit higher than what it should have been, but it's certainly fast for me in my intervals, so that's, yeah, this is a good starting point for this time. Hopefully in 15 weeks time that could be an easy pace for me. But I think one thing that's helping me feel strong with the running is recovery's better, and that is down to me finally upping my calories and eating more food, which is just obviously a good thing. Weight is finally maintained at around the height, like 83.7, which again for me it's a challenge to eat all this food. It's around 4,000 4,200 on lifting days, and then today, for example, it's going to be 9% of what I burned, which was, let's check Strava, 663, so 663 times 0.9, 596, add that to 4,000, so basically 4,600 to 4,800 calories. We'll see how we feel. I'll probably go for the higher end because tomorrow's a strength session. But that is today's session done. Time to rest, eat, and get ready to do it all again tomorrow. I think it's crazy how leaving work 20 minutes early has saved me an extra 20 minutes in travel time, as well as leaving early. Normally I'd be here for like 3:45. I left at 2:45 in work, but it's just gone 3 o'clock. And today's meant to be the day off, but I went in and worked. They asked me to come in earlier, and I just got through it all quicker than planned. So just outside the gym now, and it is the strength session. Now, normally I'd question the program for only having one strength day, and I'd try and modify it or add in strength work here and there. To why I sort of try and not program for myself. And I'm deciding for this program I am not going to change it in any way. I'm going to trust the program, stick to it, because the program have sent numerous athletes to the CrossFit Games as well. So I guess they know what they're doing in terms of programming. Why couldn't I say that then? And I just need to get in my head that strength isn't the main goal right now. Maybe if it was, say, like 6 months out from a competition, or I had a good chunk of time off, I'd look to improve the strength. But since I'm only like 15, 14 weeks out, I need to just focus on Hyrox, then the conditioning and running rather than strength. I think it's sort of running, conditioning, strength in that order. But yeah, so 3RM squat today. Not expecting anything too crazy. I'd be happy with anything 120 plus, 130. Still keep things conservative, maybe keep 2 reps in the tank. One thing that's surprised me is how not having the extra caffeine in the afternoon is actually making me feel better in sessions. Like my heart rate's not spiking too crazy, and I'm actually able to push a bit more without that spike, if that makes sense. Although I'm feeling rather tired today, but it is what it is. Body's feeling all right. Legs are a bit sore from the interval yesterday, but hopefully that'll be all flushed out in the warm-up. So I'm going to finish this decaf, and then we shall head inside to squat. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like I've found my squat groove again. The extra calories and belts definitely help these feel pretty strong. And this is 132.5 kilos, and the reason I'm doing that is because there's 130 before I was going to stop, but I didn't hit record, so I thought I needed to get a clip and just up and do 130 again, so it'll go up a little bit, which felt relatively smooth. And then it was 90% of that weight for 4 to 6 reps, I believe. I've forgotten already, which was 120, and spoiler, I did manage all 6 reps and they felt relatively smooth. And then it was dropping down again to 80% of that top set, which was 105 for 6 to 8 reps. And again, I wanted to go for that top end rep range because I like the volume, and again, spoiler, managed to get all 8 reps pretty comfortably. Thankfully these weren't super sets today, as they were much higher volume, just 3 sets of 15 reps. Again, these were optional, but I still want to build that posterior. And then onto the conditioning, which was 2 parts. Part 1 being an 8-minute EMOM of goblet squats and arm only sled pull. Now I left this first set in here because just to show how poor I was at choosing where to put the camera and having to tell everyone it's fine to walk past, and that it was a good distraction because this one I got 30 reps on the goblet squats and then only 20 on the rest. And with the arm only sled pull, it was every 2 meters counted as 1 rep, and I managed to get 20 meters in the first before my arms fell off. I did need to take a little break to double check how much the sled weighed, and I weighed 40 kilos and I'd loaded what I was meant to pull without taking into consideration the sled weight, so that was rather challenging, but dropped it down and managed to get, I think, 16 meters in each of the remaining 2-3 rounds. And then part 2 was very leggy of box jumps in the first minute and then sled push in the second. Now I was very conservative on this and just kept things at 15 reps each minute on the box jumps and just aiming for 20 meters each round on the sled, which was just about manageable. Although it didn't seem like much, it was a very leggy session to finish with some core work of pallet press and some Russian twists.
I mean, that started out as a good, oh wow,
We're on a plan D.
turn that down, I didn't know that was going to be so loud. So that started out as a rather good session. Squats went well. Did I put the text over? Who knows, we'll see. Got 130 but didn't press record, so that's why I went 132.5. Probably could have got a 135, 140, but that was with maybe 3 reps in reserve, so pleased with that. And then it was pretty much down from there. Maybe it was because I kind of jigged myself with not having the caffeine and not having the gel beforehand. Maybe that's just placebo, but I'm going to have this now before I drive home. Tomorrow was going to be, or on the programme is a rest day, but because I have plans again at the weekend, I'm going to do the long run then. Nothing crazy, just nice and easy, because Kay and I are going to see Gladiator 2, and obviously I'm in work, so there's not much time to get to work, walk Odin, sort them out, and then go into town to watch the film. So looks like it's going to be another weekend off, but we have 2 more sessions to go. I'd forgotten how quick it goes dark. Those 2 clips literally 10-15 minutes apart. Nice sunset, and all of a sudden the moon's out, or if you want to believe, hashtag flat earth. But today's run is just 45-60 minutes. I'm just hitting the 5k mark now at probably about 27 minutes, and then probably carry on for probably for 10k under the hour, and then build that over the coming weeks. Although right now legs are feeling a little bit tired, a little bit sore, but I wanted to get out and run. I feel like I needed to, which is something I want to talk about, but I'll do that once I'm home and I've finished this run. And that is the 10k done. Like I said, I'm not sure I'm going to build on that over the next couple of weeks, build up to like an hour and a half, or just keep it as is and just keep things just around 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how I'm feeling. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about was that I know I've said in the past that I have like an exercise and eating disorder, which is something I've been working on over the last couple of weeks, and something I want to really work on over this prep, if you like, this contest prep. That sounds like a proper bodybuilding, doesn't it? I don't know, this Hyrox preparation. And because I remember there was a couple of weeks before Nice where I felt like I was too focused, and to be honest, I don't think I need to get that focused, because I'm not at that sort of top end elite athlete level. I don't think I'll ever kind of get there, really. So I don't know why I sort of train like I do. Although I suppose it is good to train that way, but again, I'm terrible at putting what I think into words. But do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point when I'm not going to reach that level, and I just need to do it more for the enjoyment, and like the fan I was being too strict with my training and nutrition, like having to go and train on weekends after work, whereas the last couple of weekends, obviously because I had the comps, I've not trained on weekends. I had 2 days off, which has been quite nice, quite enjoyable. And like, for example, this weekend Kay and I go into, like I've said, Secret 82, and I've got time to go and run. I've been trying to think of ways to try and run, but then I need to tell myself, no, you've trained 5 days a week. I'm on my feet all day and working Saturday anyway, so that's 10 miles walked already. I should have the weekend off. Plus, it is coming to Christmas, and I want to go and enjoy myself more, and things about the nutrition. I like to have a whiskey of a weekend, and it means Kay and I can go out a bit more, go for meals, drinks, that kind of thing, and I can just relax a bit more, try not to be too obsessed over every little detail, whereas I can just go and enjoy training. I feel like I'm in a good routine at the minute with everything. Yeah, that's it. I think I've said everything I wanted to say, got that all off my chest. Just try and enjoy this more and not become too obsessed, just enjoy the festive period that we are about to go into. Right now I'm gonna quickly freshen up and then take Mr. Odin for a walk, who's currently having a little snooze. Odin, you wanna go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk, or are we staying in? I don't know if it was just the warm up or that my body is just that fatigued. All the gym is very humid, but I'm absolutely sweating and feeling done in. Hamstrings are feeling it from yesterday's run, and that body's just not used to training 5 days in a row really, but this week is a kind of needs and must. But last session of the week, feeling good since I've warmed up. Body's kind of loosened off a bit. Hamstrings aren't as bad as they were, and I'm actually enjoying these warms on the program because I feel like they're actually getting me warm rather than just doing my usual mobility and then trying to go into the first movement. It's something I've definitely neglected, and I feel much better for it. But I am pretty much procrastinating because this session is gonna suck. It's the first sort of, I'd say, big Hyrox session. Should take around 45 minutes, maybe 50, hopefully not an hour. If we go close to an hour, I'll know I've gone too slow, but everything's set up, and yeah, let's get into it and get the final session of the week done. Oh mon dieu, that's pretty typical. Just as I finished that session, the shutter gets opened, which I could have done with an hour ago. But that session was kind of frustrating, but good. But it was frustrating in a way that I just felt absolutely ruined. Like, I couldn't really push it, and I started out way too fast, as you can tell by the times of the round. Started out way too quick and then just died off horribly. But it is what it is. I need to find that good pace to start with, and then look to try and get the negative split. Same with running. But also, that is the 5th session in a row which my body absolutely hates and isn't great for me. So I need to, hopefully next week I'll be able to train on Saturday and have that rest day on the Thursday. I'll still keep these sessions on a Friday and just run on the Saturday. But that's it for that Hyrox stuff. Going to do a little bit of lower body bodybuilding, some upper stuff, and then that'll be training done for the week. Thank God.
Been decided to superset a single leg press, which was surprisingly challenging, although my legs were pretty dead, so it shouldn't have been much of a surprise. Superset that with what was programmed. That was some single leg RDLs, or split stance RDLs, and then upper body pull downs, and of course triceps, because why not? And we are finally home. Let's just get the heat on, it's absolutely freezing. And Odin likes to, Odin's been at my nan's, and he likes to go for 2 walks before he comes in the house. He likes to get walked around my nan's so he can go to the toilet, go to the bathroom, that sort of thing, and then they drive home. And then he refuses to come in the house unless he's been for another walk around the block. And had those 2 walks, he's just had his dinner, and now he's waiting there for a snack post dinner treat. But that is gonna wrap up today's video, this week's vlog. It's been a very fun first week on the program, the Hyrox program. It's definitely the kind of thing that I'd prefer to do, in terms of getting better at Hyrox, a lot more Hyrox specific conditioning work. Again, I'm just fully given into this program. I'm going to do it as written, not going to try and mix days up, change strength work, or try and add in any work apart from the odd bit of bodybuilding here and there, because who doesn't like getting a pump. But a bit of a frustrating end to the week, but this isn't how I usually train. I usually like to train 3 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, rest, have a Sunday rest day, and then that extra midweek rest day. You still hungry? Do you want another treat? There we are. Starving boy. Yeah, so hopefully next week get back to normal training proceedings, and these sessions will feel much better. I just felt like I was almost burnt out and just didn't have much to give. Like I said, it just frustrates me, and then I feel like I'm not getting fit, but then I said I'm overthinking, and next week I'll probably rest Thursday, train Friday, and I'll have a good session and be like, yeah, feel amazing. But gonna wrap it up. Kelly's on the way over, so I'm gonna have a shower, and then we'll just chill for the evening, and then tomorrow in work, Gladiator on Saturday night, and then Sunday off to our first Christmas market of the year. So looking forward to that. As always, if you want to see what that's like, it'll be on my Instagrams, which the link for that will be down below, whereas YouTube's just more training stuff, some life stuff. But yeah, head over there if you want to see what I go to this weekend, or last weekend, because this is a week late. And as always, I will catch you in the next one for another week of Hyrox prep. Peace.